The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Thank you very much, everybody. I can see there are so many students who will join us from the different different area. So I think there's some disturbance coming. So Kulsum or Jed, can you just put your mic in mute?
Sure.
Thank you very much. So thank you very much, first of all, and happy weekend. So this webinar today, we are going to learn about the paid internships, which we are going to be covered in the different countries like USA, UK, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, and all other places. So we have a presenter today. Her name is Kulsum, which is going to be hosting this webinar. And you can see that in this webinar, it's for the 30 minutes. So you can listen us about all the countries, the what kind of payment which you are going to be accept, and what are the charges and eligibility will be there. In the same times you can see there's a window for questions, so that in your right hand side, so if you have any questions in the meantime throughout the webinar, you can just start asking the questions, so that in the end of the webinars we take it from the Kulsum, and then she can we can help you to start your process. So Kulsum, is over to you, and then you can start the webinar.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you very much for taking out your precious time to know more about the internship opportunities to various students. And it's a great opportunity for the Indian students to do an internships in abroad, and that too, it's a paid internship. You get a real world experience along with the monetary benefit. So today I'm going to start with the various internships, and I'll discuss the details about it. And if you have any questions, as Abhishek said, you can put up your questions in the chat box. So let me start with the introduction of our leading company, Study Metro in India. We are a professional education consultant firm which we support the various students to help to study abroad, to provide their internships and many other services. We established in 2011, and we are present nationally as well as internationally. As you can see that we have 14 offices in India and 3 abroad. So we have covered up the major locations of India like Bangalore, Indore, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Gujarat, Coimbatore, Hyderabad, Jammu, Kashmir, Goa, Gwalior, Nagpur, and many more to go. And also we have our international presence in the United States, Kuwait, and Ethiopia, that is South Africa. Also, as a leading partner and as a leading company of India, we are well recognized from AIRC, NAFSA, ISEF, EAIE, AIEA, QSAN certified company. And we have all the local presence. Any of the student are from these locations, you can kindly drop into our office for all the other details, other informations as well. We have all the presence in most of the parts of the India. So as I said that most of the students of India and might be tired of finding the exact path, exact way to increase their course, whatever they are doing it here in India to add a great opportunity. What can make them most, the best candidate to select in any kind of an organization or for completion of a course? Might be there are students in the India or anywhere in abroad. There are a lot of students who wants to do an internship to know more about the real world experience. So that's the reason today we are going to cover up a lot of opportunities which is available to Indian students, where they can approach the Indian, the international market or have a real world experience. So today I'm going to cover up a lot of things which will be really beneficial to you. And after the webinar, I hope all the students will be really excited to join these programs because it's really interesting programs for all the students and professionals. So today I'm going to cover the 3 major topics here. The first one is a summer work and travel program in the United States. There's a paid internships in the US and internships in other countries like UK, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, the major destinations of the world. I'll be discussing in detail the various about these programs, the various eligibility requirements, how this program can be benefited to you, and what could be an opportunity and how to get into this program. So let me start with the first program as work and travel program in the USA. So what are, and maybe I'm not pretty sure how many of the attendees knows about this program, knows about this opportunity. So let me just give you an overview what exactly is the summer work and travel USA is. This is a great opportunity for a student who is currently studied, at least finished his or her first semester of an undergrad studies. He or she can go for this program. This is a great opportunity for a student to work in any US based company for the 3 to 4 months. That the program will be started by the 1st May and it ends by August 31st. As the name itself suggests, as a work and travel. So work in the sense you work for the complete 4 months and it's a paid program. You can it's all about the cultural exchange. The student who wants to do the summer camp in the summer break, they can explore the United States, have the work there in a different organization for a full time and travel the United States. The student goes from the 1st of May to August 31st for this program, and it's a paid program. The students can earn the minimum dollars around $10 to $15 per hour, and you're allowed to work for 35 to 40 hours a week. And the best part of this program is that you discover the culture, you learn the American life, you make friends and have a work experience in abroad. And what more a student can be. Also, after completion of the 4 months job, you get a 30 days of grace period to travel across the United States. You can travel the top beautiful places of the United States. It's for the student who's currently studying or just finished your last semester. Still, you're eligible for this program. And as it's mentioned, it's a really a fantastic program. We have recruited more number of students in the past 2017 year. Also, we have the seats available for this 2018 as well. The registrations are limited. So any of the student interested, so kind of register yourself as early as possible. Let me give you the more features what this program is all about. This program, as I said, it's the jobs will be all of entry level jobs, and it could be anywhere in the United States. As I said, the best part of this program is that you gain a work experience, you improve your English communication skills, you make your American friends, and you don't have to wait for or you'll be missing your classes or anything. You can just go in the summer break. As I can see, most of the Indian students have the summer break between May to August, so they can travel during this period. And this program is not more than 4 months. It's from May to August, and you get extra 30 days period to travel the United States. And the minimum wages paid is $8 per hour. It can be very, it's a minimum. It can come up to $10 per hour, and you're allowed to work for 35 to 40 hours a week minimum, and maximum you're allowed to work for 70 hours a week. And the accommodation is provided by the employer of the organization or anywhere you work for the work and travel. The organization will be, most of it will be amusement parks, hotels or motels or resorts. All this kind of destinations will be there for you to work. And the jobs will be all of entry level jobs. It could be like a cashier, front desk, games associate, admission assistant, all these are entry level jobs. But it's really interesting jobs for our candidates to do, because we have a lot of good feedback from the students been from India being gone the 2017 batch. And the visa category is J1. That's all the students who goes for a short-term course for the United States, be it a work and travel program or be it an internship. The visa category will be of J1. And job opportunities are available with across the various organizations of the United States. Now comes the eligibility. The student between 18 to 30 years old are eligible for this program, and the student having a good command over the English. At least, I know that most of the Indian colleges and where the students are studying, the medium of instruction is English, and I hope the student has a good command over the English. So this could be the one of the criteria in that. And as I said, the student should be a full-time and current ongoing student in college or university. At least you have to finish your one semester. And the time duration which we have from May to August, I believe most of the students have covered up their first semester or maybe second semester as well. So those are the student who is eligible. Also, I would like to add one point over here that a student who is graduated in the month of April or May, still the student can go for this program. And maybe the lot of attendees may be in the final year or the final sem, so do not worry about it, you still can apply for this program. And you should be having an adequate level of English, at least a basic level, you to communicate, because it's an English speaking country. English is most required over there. And you need to show the interest. There could be an essay, and we go through the various to check the eligibility of the student. We go through the pre-screening to know whether the student is eligible for this program or not and what is his plan. So we go with the pre-screening initially with study metro experts, and then we come up, then you will be having an interview with an employer. So you need to demonstrate the interest, you need to come up with an interest. If you are interested, what would be what is your eligibility, what roles you can do it, what are the extracurricular things which you have done so far. This could be the things which we want to cover up in the pre-screening, which is not very difficult. It's just we wanted to know the student whether he is eligible or not. So we will be going through the pre-screening test in order to be eligible for this program. And as the intake is, as I said in my earlier slides, it's from 1st May to August 31st, and you get another 30 days grace period till September 30th to stay back in the United States to travel. This is all about this program. And now comes the costing. We, as I said, we want the student to be pre-screened first to know whether he is eligible for the program or not, and to check his English level. Also, to attend an interview with an US employer, the student has to register for the pre-screening, which is of 5,000 INR, and the program fees is $2,000. This program fees covers your insurance, this covers your placement, this covers your DS2019 form. That is a form you can, in your term, you can use it as an offer letter. The main document required to get you the visa, that will be covered. The program fees covers all the expenses, all the process, right from your placement, your DS2019 form, your insurance, and other support from the study metro from end to end. Now, as I covered this work and travel program, now I'm coming to the main topic today, which we wanted to discuss is all about the internships. I'm pretty sure that everybody here who have been attended, everybody knows what internship is, and it's all familiar to most of the candidates here. Now, I'm talking about the internships available in various countries. As you can see that we have an internships available in US, Australia, New Zealand, UK, Europe, and Middle East, that is in UAE. I'll discuss about the each country's internships opportunities in the my slides, that how this internship will be helpful to you and what could be the eligibility criteria for this internships. As I said, most of the students might have a question, or maybe you may be in a dilemma that what will be an advantage and what will be a benefit for me to do an internship in the USA. Apart from this, you can just, as per your overall research, we want you to give a more insight with it. What will be the benefit for the student who can do the internship? As here you can say for students and professionals, whether you are an ambitious university student or a professional, training at a US company is the perfect way to kickstart your career. That's absolutely most of them, or maybe 100% of the audience agree with this, because this is an internship which adds in a real world experience to you. What could be the benefit when you do an internship? Of course, when you are doing an internship in abroad, that adds a value to your curriculum, that adds a value to your future. Also, that adds your value for getting a placement in the companies, whether you want to search a job here in India or abroad, however the student plans is. But the internship gives you a real world experience, how your curriculum can be played an important role in the practical knowledge. So you get the knowledge, and you're starting it from the United States, doing an internship there will definitely add a great value to your curriculum as well as to your future work experience. And the second benefits is that you gain a real world skills, and you get a valuable insights into American business practices. Many of you have a plans to go abroad, to work abroad, to know about the various experience. So you get this is a great opportunity where you get the real world skills, because United States have a advanced technologies, advanced everything, which any of the student or any of the person would like to have into this, the skills what he want to set. If he or she will be getting a real world skills if he is doing, and also understanding American business practices, how this curriculum of your studies could be helpful for you. And you experience an American life, and you sharpen your English ability. As I said in my previous slides as well, that how important is to to know the English language, to be there in the United States. Simultaneously, it will also be helpful for you to advance your skills in the English. I'm not pretty sure how many of the students have an advanced skills, or maybe in their in the medium level of English. But when you are working in an environment where you get every other person speaks English, so in this way you can also increase your level of English speaking skills and the various other benefits as well. And then you make a lifelong friends, and you enjoy the experience of a lifetime. And of course, when you go to abroad, definitely you may make a lot of friends, and that could be for a lifetime. And it's not about only an internship that you go for a just a monetary benefit, you get it and just come back. You get a lot of other benefits, like you improve your English skills, you get an experience, you make the lifelong friends. And this, what else the opportunity you want? Because we want a student, and when you make a friend, you understand their cultures, you understand the various other things, and you develop your own skills, your own set of mindset. Maybe we don't know what kind of a mindset we every individual have, but when we interact with the different peoples across the countries, or in the United States, anywhere in the world, we learn a lot of things from every other individual. We get to know we learn each day each new thing. So this is a great opportunity. When you're going in on an internship, you not only get one benefit, you're benefited with a lot of other things. And the last, as I said, the monetary benefit, you earn a minimum of $2,000 to $2,500 per month. So this is a great number for any individual to, when you are going on a paid internship. It's a minimum amount which we have mentioned here, but a student can earn more than that as well. But it's a minimum $2,500 you earn. So suppose you're going for 4 months, or we have an internship from 1 to 12 months, and on an average a student will be going for a 4 months internship. If he's going for a 4 months internship, if I consider as $2,000 itself as a minimum per month, and for 4 months you're earning $8,000. And as I said, it's a minimum. You can earn more than that. At the average can, the maximum can go to any range, but the average itself, it's pretty high. Most of the students, whatever they spend, they might not spend this much of money as well to process their applications or anything. But in the return, their investment return is pretty high, which is really good, and which is a really great opportunity for any individual to earn this much. Because any internship you do in India, I'm pretty sure that you're not going to earn this much, $2,000, which is near to more than a lakh in Indian rupees. You're not going to earn in India. If you're going to do an internship in India, probably you might get a stipend of 5,000 or maximum till 10,000 rupees. But when you're going abroad, you get a lot of skills and you're earning the minimum of $2,500 per month on an average scale. But the student can earn more than 2,500 maximum. You can also earn $5,000 per month, but I'm not going to give you the very high graph and and give something different for you. But I'm just giving you the exact minimum what you can earn is $2,500, which is pretty high. And also, if you're going for a minimum 4 months, you're earning more than $10,000 for 4 months, and it's absolutely worth to give. Having getting paid for what you experience there, which is what all a student can get. You are getting your knowledge, you're getting the real world experience, you're gaining a lot of English ability. Also, you're going to get the monetary benefit. What more a student could look for? If you are looking for an internship, you are getting this many of the benefits. As now, as I said, the duration of the internship is, you can go for minimum 1 month and for maximum 12 months. We have all the months internship from 1 month to 12 months. On an average, a student can go for up to 4 months, maybe more than that, depends on the student's case to case. But as we have mentioned, is an average minimum 4 months. The cost will be 4,110 USD. And this $4,000, as I said, it's going to cover your complete program cost. That includes your placement in your in your own choice, because the employer which you are going to coordinate will be the mutual communication with the employer. So you can select your best employers. This is a great opportunity for you to select your own employer. So you get a placement, you get a sponsorship support, you get an insurance support, you get a J1 support, you get everything with this, the minimum cost of $4,000 for minimum 4 months. And the internship will be ranged from 1 month to 12 months. So the cost can be varied. If it's more than 4 months, it can just, you can add another $1,000 in this 4,000 USD, because if you want to go for more than 4 months or something, it will not cost you like extra more amount or anything like that. It can cost you nearly $5,000 for complete 12 months internship, 5,000 to $6,000. It includes all the other services, other costs, which I said, you are like placement and any other cost as well. If any of the student is interested for more than 4 months, it will not cost you more than another $2,000. So it will cost you near $5,000 to $6,000 to cover up the 12 months internship. But as I said in my previous slide, that you're going to earn whatever you're going to spend. It's like 10 times more than whatever you spend. Now, as I said about the different countries, about the internship, it's not only one country we have an internship, we have an internships in other countries as well. We have the internships in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai. And what is the benefit you get to do an internship? And when I tell you that you have an internship here, you may ask, what could be the benefit for me if I'm doing an internship in this countries? What would be my, as I said in the previous slides about the United States, what are the benefits you get? Something more similar, you have benefits in these countries as well. You gain a valuable industry knowledge. As I said in when you are doing an internship, of course, the major focus is to get you the industry knowledge, how the real world experience is, how does any person is doing any engineering course, how does this can be employed to in the real world, how can this be helpful in your practical knowledge. So in these countries, you also gain a valuable industry knowledge, because all those countries are the top destination. Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, Europe. These are the top destinations. Which in those countries we are covering the most part of the world. Which is very popular destinations. You get a really good experience about the various industries there, various practices happens, various experience, various industry knowledges you get in. You are doing an internship in those countries, and you get your foot in the door at a company in your field. Of course, if you, as I said, any student doing any kind of a course, you're going to get an experience in the field where, which is your own domain, which is your own field, which is your own stream. Any of the student coming from any background, we have an internships available for all the candidates, and you're going to get into that company itself. You're not going to learn about any off stream. You're going to learn more about the stream which you're going to study, the field which you're specializing in your undergrad or a grad level. You can develop your professional skills. Of course, this is a great opportunity for any candidate studying. You do not have a mindset, or you do not have a real world experience, or might be, if you might be having, you don't know the experience. So you develop your professional skills, and when you develop your professional skills, and you're all set to to go for your real world professional life, how this can be impactful to you, how can this be helpful to you as a student. Even if I am a student, I just know the books, I just know the topics, I don't know what could be a professional life is. If you want to know about the professional life, you need to know, you need to learn about it. So to learn, you're going to do an internship, and with that internship, you're going to gain the professional skills, which is required for your ever lasting time. When you go for anything, you go to do any kind of a job, without a professional skills, a person is any a professional person is not a person if he's not having a professional skills. And this is a kickstart way for you to have this professional skills at your own in such a short period of time. You get the professional skills within your studies, within you complete your studies, you get a professional skills. And as I said, if you're gaining a professional skills, you're all set to go ahead and face your real world experience. You have got something. If you're doing an internship, you have got something to show to your next employer, your next anywhere, maybe in India or maybe abroad. If you're looking out for a job, you have your strong profile, a strong thing that you can say, yes, I have done an internship, I know about this, I know about this. And when you say this, of course, the employer nowadays, I'm pretty sure that most of the employers need a candidate not with the highest degree or not anything like that. They need a student or any candidate, any applicant who knows the real world life, who knows the experience, who's been expertise not only with the books, also with the industry knowledge. So you have everything to show to your next employer that I'm ready to get into this world. So you have a valuable benefit after you finish your internship to show in your next interview with an employer. And when you are going to do an internship in any abroad countries, you grow your network for the professionals. And maybe most of the students are interested to go settle or do work in abroad. When you do an internship, you increase your contacts. Maybe in case if you want to settle, or if the employer wants to, is really good at is really impressed about your profile and he wants you to hire, if you have a professional contact, you can either do that as well. And when you increase your professional contact, that will be every time it will be benefited to you, whether you want to go on a study basis, then you want to do an internship. Suppose you want to study in Australia and also you want to do an internship. When you have your professional contacts, you can directly approach your employer at that point of time that I want an internship again, and he or she will be the he or she knows you, and he don't want to think twice for you to take up you as an intern or maybe as an employee. So you gain or you grow your professional contact with the help of your internships. And it's a low commitment way to test out a job and career path. As these all the slides I was saying the same thing to you, that how this will be a low commitment, but it's a best way for to test out a job and your career. So this way you get to know, when you are into an internship, you gain the real world skills, also you gain the experience, and then you are the person who decide that, okay, what if I want to do a job, what could be my career, and what could be the benefit for it, and how can this I be impactful to my future life. So in this way you're going to commit with all this kind of future things in a in a less span of time, because in a 4 months you decide a lot of things, and you learn a lot of things, and it's the best way to test out a job for you. Now comes the eligibility part. Those are the benefits. Now, who is the student who can be eligible to do an internship in these countries like Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and Dubai? The candidate must be studying a related course where the internship is the component of the course. And moreover, most of the student whoever wants to do an internship, the first, they have to take up their permission with their college where they are currently studying. So they need to get a letter from their college that yes, the internship is a component of the course or it is required to complete their degree. However, this could be a requirement if, to be eligible for this internship. And as like before, the student should have a very good English. And third one is the student should be currently a full-time enrolled college or university student. Also, if it's a professional, when you are still eligible to do an internship. So it's not only for specific for a student who is currently studying, a student who is graduated as well can be eligible for this internship in Europe and UK. And now comes the major question for most of the attendees here that can I get an internship in my own domain? So here I have mentioned the major domains and major industries where most of the students are graduating or studying. We have the internships in engineering, architecture, science and technology, arts, culture, hospitality and tourism, information media and communication, business, management, commerce and finance, and even medical and law. So you name it, the specialization, we have an internship available with us in all the major streams of the studies. Engineering, let it be any engineering, chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, industrial engineering, any engineering course a student is doing, he or she can be provided with his own domain, the internship. And architecture, which is, I believe, in India, I get to know most of the students needs to do an internship. Maybe 1 semester or 2 semester internship is really mandatory for an architecture student. So you're not to worry, we have an internship even for you as well. We have the internship for all the domains of the studies with us. So you name it, we have everything. Even the most prestigious courses like medical and law, we have the internship even for those streams as well. So we are covered up with all the streams of the studies to do an internship. Here is the pricing chart. What would be the costing for you in case if you want to get into this internships? Sorry. US, I have, as I've mentioned, for minimum 4 months, it is 4,110 USD. For Australia, New Zealand, and Dubai, it is $2,500. And for Europe, it is between $2,500 to $4,000. And for UK, it's $5,500 for 6 weeks. And as here you can see what all we are going to cover with this, the cost which we are going to charge. It's the placement fees, it's the sponsorship fee, visa support fee, insurance. So all this, the major cost is covered, everything is covered in the pricing. The minimum cost we have mentioned for minimum 4 months. In the USA, as again I want to mention you here that we have an internship from 1 month to 12 months. This is an average cost for 4 months. And for if you're looking for more than 6 months or 12 months, it will not cost you near to 12 months. It will not cost you more than $6,000. It will be maximum $6,000 for 12 months internship in US. Rest all the countries, this is the minimum cost. Placement, sponsorship, visa, insurance, all the major parts of an internship. When you're going to do an internship or when you're going to do a short-term course or internship in any other country, the first part is to get you the placement, so which is covered in our pricing. The second is to get you the sponsorship. Unless and until you don't have any sponsor with you, you are not a right person to apply for a visa. So you have to get an internship, you have to get a sponsorship. Then we provide you the complete visa support. We provide you the complete insurance. Insurance is required. Any student going for a short-term course or on an internship visa or any J1 visa, insurance is required, which is covered in the pricing itself. And the other is like service fee, flight ticket, visa fees, accommodation is not covered under this cost. It is. I'll give you in the next slide the what could be the minimum cost if it's for service fee or any other expenses for you. Uh, Now comes the best part of the refund policy. In case, as I said, here is the costing. In case if your visa is getting rejected, the 50% of the program fees is refundable to you in case of the visa refusal. So whatever the cost we charge you, for an example, the program fee you pay $4,000. In case in most of the cases we have a 99% the visa success rate, which we haven't find anything as long as the Indian students have not been rejected with the visa, because you are committed to your college and your university. The student is already have a strong home tie to come back to the country, so the visa rejections are low. But still, in a worse condition, if in case if your visa is getting rejected, we will be refunding your 50% of the fees. Here is the other expenses which I discussed in the pricing chart, that in the other expenses which is not covered under program fees is your visa fees. Each country has a different visa fee structure. In US we have $160, UK £235, Australian dollar 560 Australian dollar, New Zealand it is a two type of applications. That's one online and the other one is paper based application. Online is 165 New Zealand dollars. Paper base is 134 US dollars. And for Dubai, it is 1,800 dirhams. And for Europe, it is 60 euros. Only in the United States, we would be requiring the SAVIS fee, that is Student Exchange Visitor Information System fee. That's a unique number or an ID, you can say, that will be given by the US state of government that has to be activated before you apply for your visa. So that will cost you 180 USD. But other countries we do not have as such fees. Only in the United States we have this fee. And on an average, a ticket and the accommodation is $500 each. And maybe the other countries apart from the even in the US, some of the employer will also provide you the accommodation, maybe the food or the housing. Depends on each employer case to case. But on an average, the fees could the cost will be $500 or maybe lesser than this as well. But we want to give you the approximate figure as $500. Now most of the students are maybe they get to know what exactly we wanted to cover today. So now if any of the student is interested or you want to register yourself, this is the application process. You can contact Study Metro expressing your interest. Anywhere, any student who's interested can contact Study Metro, submit your application, attend a Skype interview. The third step is to attend a Skype interview. Between your submission of application and between your Skype interview, you have to register for your pre-screening, which will cost you 1,000 to 5,000 rupees, depending on that. So after the pre-screening fee is registered, then you have to attend a Skype interview with an expert from Study Metro, and also you may ask to attend an interview with an employer as well, depending on the case to case. And then you pay your deposit and select the location. You have to, as I mentioned, the pricing chart, each country has a different fee structure. You can pay the deposit and select the location. Depending on the location, whether you want to go for US or any other country, select your location and pay the deposit, and then we start your process. So it may take around 2 to 3 weeks processing time to get you an your offer letter or any other process. But for US, we want all the students, anybody interested for a paid internship programs, because it's quite a lengthy process. We advise all the students to apply for this internship 4 months prior. In case if you're interested to start your internship by May, start your application by this month itself, because it involves a lot of process, technical process involved in this. There are a lot of things you need to be covered, so we advise all the students to apply prior to 4 months as per your schedules, as per your plan to start your internship. Once the process is initiated, you will have to attend an interview with an employer. During the process, after we submit all your profile and everything to the employer, you have to attend an interview with an employer. We'll be giving you the basic training how to crack an interview with an employer. It is not a very difficult task for any kind of a student, because all the students will be ask the questions related to the curriculum, related to the general things, not anything which is very complicated that a student cannot crack an interview, but still Study Metro helps with every process. And after you attend an interview, if you are getting selected, you get an offer letter, then you have to apply for your sponsorship. Then after getting all the documentations, then you have to apply for your visa approved, you fly to your destination. This involves around 11 to 12 steps for the complete application process. Any student interested, put up your application at the earliest, maybe after this webinar. You can write up an email to the concerned email address and register yourself as early as possible, because we have limited seats and limited applications what we consider. So we advise all the students to process their application as early as possible. Here you can watch a video.
I think, Kulsum, we have so many questions, and we can cover all the questions here, and then we can share the video link with the students later on so that they can watch the video.
Definitely, sure.
Okay, so I'll take a couple of the questions because I can see there are 50 plus questions I have. So before I'll go ahead everything, I'll just select couple of them and then we can start. So the first question from Rahil Faiz is that what kind of positions are available for the BCom graduate?
For BCom graduate, if he's asking for an internship specialized to his own stream, we have an internships available in all the streams. If he's looking to do as an accountant intern, finance intern, because I believe in the BCom you're going to cover finance, marketing, and the various other subjects. We have an internship available in all the streams, so he can be as he can select his own domain, whatever he wants to do an internship, he will be eligible for it.
Okay. The second question from Sai Sridhar that by doing the internships, we can add in our resume we are going to attend the interview in any other country, whether it is in India or any other country. So I think his question is that for doing the interviews, it will happen in any country or some other country. So Shai, I think it's online Skype interview will happen. Okay. So whenever we shortlisted your resume and when you pass your written test, because there will be a written test where we'll share either you can come down to the local offices in your city in study metro or you can attend the online. So once you complete your written test, then we'll schedule a Skype interview with the employer, and then once you clear your Skype interview there will be a offer letter given by the employer, so that you know that what kind of salary they are offering and what is their position. Okay, I have another question that I'm interested to go unpaid internships. What about the food and accommodations charges?
Um, if you're interested for an unpaid internships, maybe few of the employers may offer you the accommodation, but on an average, as I mentioned in my previous slides, on an average, the cost could be your $500.
Okay, I have another question from Ashok that he's pursuing his BA in third year. So he just want to check is he eligible or not.
Yes, you are eligible.
Okay, I have another question from Vinod that I have some backlogs. Will I eligible for this program?
No problem about backlogs or anything. You are still eligible for the program.
Okay, I have another student. His name is Varuna Ditya, and he's asking why only USA is paying for paid internships. Why not other countries?
I think Abhishek, you could answer this.
But yeah, so generally, the USA, most of the employers which we have, it's all the top-notch employers like you can see that all the Fortune 500 companies are from the USA, like Google, Facebook, HP, Twitter, whatever company's name you remember, they all are from the USA, and what they are paying to you, it's very less amount. It's the minimum wages they are paying you between $15 to $20. But yeah, that's true that once you convert in Indian rupees, you always think that this amount is very big. But again, there is the standard, there is a law in the United States that they cannot give you something without any payment because you are going in a J1 visa. So it's not like you are doing the part-time internships. You are going in the sponsor visa, where the rule is saying about the U.S. government is that you have to pay some minimum wages. So that's why you are going to get the payment while doing the internships in the USA. I have another question from Devan that can we work for 12 months?
Yes, if you're looking for United States, you can do an internship for 12 months.
Okay. I have a Sumit, and her or his question is that I am in high school students. I'm eligible for this internships.
Sukhmit, if you're a high school student, we have a program called Summer Program. After this webinar, we'll be glad to share you the details. You can go for the summer program and you can have experience similar to the internship experience.
Okay, I have another student, and he said that he's pursuing right now PGDM, and he's interested to do the work in the Australia. So any kind of internships is available for him. So yeah, you can do that. Like if it is the if your college is giving you the permission to do internships in the Australia, you can always apply for the internships, but you have to get one letter from your college that they are ready to give you the 3 months or 6 months time so that you can do and you can go to the Australia and you can do the internships. Okay,
Correct.
Rahil has mentioned his email ID. He needs some details over the email. So Kulsum, I will ping it to you so that after the webinar you can send this presentation to him so he can go back and he can start the process.
Sure.
Okay, and in the meantime, I'll take another question also. How much money is I have to pay for the internships in Australia? So I think it's $2,500, right, Kulsum?
Yes, it's $2,500.
Okay, okay. And Vaibhav asked the question: is any kind of internships available in the computer science?
Yes, Vaibhav, as I have mentioned in my previous slide, that we have an internships in all the domains, be it an engineering, architecture, or anything. We have an internship for all the specialization.
Okay.
As you can see, this space.
Okay, I have another question from Sayyed. Is there any installment procedure available for the internships? So
Okay, installment. Yes, sorry.
yeah, so let me answer this question. Is that Sayyed? The good point is all internships which we are offering is that you don't have to pay any amount until unless you get the offer letter. So that means is that you are just paying us for your written test. That is only the 1,000 rupees, and then once you pass out in your written test, you are paying us $250 to apply for your application for internships. And once you got selected by employer, they'll give you the offer letter, which give you the details idea that who is your employer, what will be their salary, and what is the location, and then only you have to pay the processing fee so that they can apply for your sponsorship and for your job. Okay, still I have around so many questions, so let me take couple of them. And I think I'll just hand over to Avi so he can take the question from here.
Okay, so the next question goes like, Is there a age limit for internship program in Australia?
Yes, the age limit is between 18 to 30.
Okay, so if you are over 30, you are not eligible for the program, but if you are less than 30, then yes, you can.
Yes.
So, okay, okay, please help me with the application fee to given before the Skype interview. Type of opportunities. Okay, what type of opportunities available for PGDM finance? So, do we have anything related with finance?
Yes, we have an internship in all the specializations.
Okay.
We can do the internship in finance.
Another question is anything related with mechanical. So we have engineering, business, finance. This all applications could be accepted, and we can provide you the internship opportunities. Okay. And another question was, can a professional with around 8 years of experience in human resources apply for 12 month of internship program in Australia? What would be the cost incurred for a 12-month internship in Australia? So this person has 8 years of experience in human resource and looking for a 12-month internship.
First of all, I want to make it clear 12 months internship is only available in the United States. And other countries, we have up to or minimum 4 or 5 months of internship in other countries. And if a student is professional, I'm not sure that he will be eligible for internship in Australia, but he can go for any other internship in any other internships in other countries like Europe and UK. We have an option for providing him an internship, or in case if he's looking for paid internships, he can opt to go for United States for a work and study program.
Okay. What kind of jobs available for BBA first year students in US? So the jobs is pretty simple. That if you're in the first year, maybe you can plan to go for work and travel program because you are currently a student, and you can find an entry level job working as a front desk or any other, in the amusement park and hospitality industry related work. Okay, I'm a clinical research student. Can I apply? And before this, I am a chemistry postgraduate. Also.
He has complete. Yeah, I'm not clear with his question. Is he currently studying or working?
Clinical research student, and he has a
Okay.
postgraduate in chemistry.
Okay. He's currently he has completed postgraduate and he is a student in clinical research course.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he is eligible. He can apply for clinical related to the course of his whatever he's studying. He can apply for an internship.
Okay. Okay. Now, is any internship available in horticulture or gardening? This is interesting that Lokesh Yadav is interested in doing horticulture or gardening internship.
I think Lokesh, we are in contact regarding the same. I think I discussed the same thing. We have an internship, and he's a registered student as well of Study Metro
I am an MBA
for the
student,
working.
final semester. Are the internship available with a resort or an holiday hotel? Do you have any corporate internship as well? Can I apply for an internship after my graduation in June? So she's looking for
Yeah.
resort or hotel internships after June. Ishita Chaudhary.
Okay. After June, the student can go if she is currently an ongoing student, if she's looking into a hospitality industry, she can first go for an work and travel program because she is considered as an ongoing student. She can go for a work and travel program in the hospitality industry, and within 12 months, again, she can apply for her internship in her own specialization of the studies. So basically she can cover both the things in a time.
Okay, I'm presently holding 2 years of experience. Is there any job opportunities? Am I eligible for internship based on my role in technology?
Sorry, could you please repeat that
So
question?
2 years of experience and is looking for internships.
2 years of experience looking for an internship. Yes, he can apply for Europe or UK internship. And in case if he's looking for anything related to the paid internships, then as I said, he can apply for a work and study programs in the US where he is allowed to work for a full time.
While internship is there, will be a mentor on us to guide us.
Yes.
Okay, and other person is looking for accommodation charges. Is it provided?
Accommodation, yes, some of the employers may provide to the candidates, or maybe some employer may not provide, so approximately it could be $500 per month.
Okay, now this is interesting that student want to know how far in advance should I apply and register?
You can register by today or by Monday. As I said in my presentation, that we are having a limited seats for various other program, like various paid internships or work and travel program. You can register yourself as soon as possible.
Okay, so can you explain everybody about what would be the procedure from now? I'm seeing the very similar question from everybody asking about the process.
Mhm.
Now they want to start the process. How can they start? What is step one and step two and step three?
Okay, as I can, as you're saying that most of the students are interesting, that they are interested to start the process, so they can register for the process by for the pre-screening. First of all, we, as Abhishek said in the start and in the end as well, that we are having a pre-screening. First, we want to pre-screen the candidates because we don't know, each candidate differs. So we want the student to register with 1,000 rupees for the pre-screening, submit his resume and the application, and write a written test. So once the written test is completed, then a student has to attend an interview virtually, either through Skype or maybe telephonic, and then pay the deposit. The deposit is the program fees, and it can be vary in the different cases. If a student is going for a work and travel program, after getting the program fees is not paid unless and until you are selected with an employer. So if in case if a student wants to go for an work and travel program, he or she has to attend an interview. We have an interview booked on 16th Jan with the US employer for work and travel program. If in case if it's a student who's looking for an internships, after attending the pre-screening test, he has to pay the initial deposit of 10,000 rupees and start his application process. So once the application process is started, he or she will be communicated with an employer. Once the mutual understanding is done, once the student is getting with the offer, then the student has to pay the program fees. So
Okay.
here basically I want to make it a students very clear, you are not going to pay anything unless and until you have something. So there is the only charge of the 1,000 rupees as a pre-screening, because we don't want a student to rush up with everything. We want the students to be well qualified student. We may want you to attend this interview to give the various tips to how to crack an interview with an employer. So this is why we required a pre-screening. So it will be a written test, interview with an employer. After getting selected, pay the program fees.
So this is wonderful because you are not paying us until you are not being able to get an internship, and you only pay when you get an
That's
internship
absolutely
confirmation. So this is for
yes.
US work and travel. Is this the same procedure for all the other internships?
Yes, it's almost the same for all the other internships as well.
Okay, so students pay 1,000 for pre-screening, and then they have a
Yes,
Skype interview. Then we select, then they would need to pay another 10,000 rupees, right?
10,000 as a deposit. Yes.
Okay, and if the student did not get the scholarship, I mean the internship, do you think that this 10,000 will be given as a refund back to them?
I want to Abhishek to answer this one.
Okay, he's not here. But I think that the only thing is what is like you gotta be paying us 10,000 only if you have been selected as a pre-screening, and once the employer
Yes.
select you, you pay the program fees or you're not paying any fee.
Yes, that's absolutely correct.
Okay. Can you tell paid and unpaid intern benefit? So there is benefit. If you are paid intern, then you are getting paid. If you are not getting any payment, then you would need to pay for all the expenses by yourself. Especially with some of the employer, you would see that they can, even provide you the accommodation by their own, but it's not guaranteed by study metro, so that depends on the employer to employer. But students are responsible for their own accommodation. The good thing is that you are making handsome salary as a part of your internships. So right now we are promoting only paid internships. So for the program you are paying for, the program you are going for, you would get the paid internship in the US, right? And in other countries, do we have paid internship or unpaid internships? Also,
Uh, Other countries, we mostly have unpaid internships. Only in the United States, we have a paid internship.
so if
And Abhishek sir, mhm.
yeah, so a student who asked this question, okay, you if you're looking for paid internships, you can apply mainly for the US employer and sponsorship. And if you're looking for unpaid internships to go to Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, you can apply for all these countries. Okay, I'll take the last question. Will you send me the PPT on my Gmail account? Yes, we will send that over to you. Okay, now I have 4.6 years of experience in business analytics. Can I go for 12 months of internships?
You cannot, you can not go for an internship, but rather you can go for a work and study where you gain a degree along with the internship experience.
Okay, so this comes to an end of the session, and it's been 5 minutes that we have exceeded to the session. Kulsum, can you share on screen that the details that this all people folks can talk to you in case if they are interested?
Okay, how do I do with that? Just a moment. You want to make it live?
Yeah, I think the office address is here, website is here. Take a screenshot. Yes. So you can email us at care@studymetro.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter. You can watch our video on YouTube. And the phone number is what we have is 90718 907130992. So call us or email us and get in touch with us, and we would be able to help you to do the internships abroad. Kulsum, anything else at the last from you?
Yes, I want to give one more thing to all the student who is currently studying there, who have at least passed out their one semester. We have student nominations where we can provide the 100% scholarship for a work and travel program, where they are going to do similar like an internship, which I discussed about the work and travel program. We are going to select the two nominees. Two students will be nominated to get the 100% scholarship, in which they are, which the employer or sponsorship organization is going to cover their entire expenses. So we want the student to register, get pre-screened, and who will be the lucky winner can be the two students. So this is an exciting opportunity. Whoever the student is currently studying, they can go for this 100% scholarship thing, where you're not going to pay anything to us. Your entire expenses will be borne by the sponsorship organization.
So two
And I
students
think this
will
is a
get an
great.
opportunity that Study Metro will sponsor your processing fee, right?
Yes, the entire process piece.
Okay, this is exciting news for all the students. So okay, thank you so much again for all the time.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today and attending the session. So, as we said, that you can get in touch with us as soon as possible. So, we have, I repeat, we have limited seats. So, kindly get registered for the pre-screening. Also, with the two student nominations will be done on 12th. Maybe before that, all of the students will have to register for this if in case you're looking for a 100% scholarship to get into this work and travel. So
Okay.
thank you for everyone for joining.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great weekend ahead.